as Matthew's track continues to shift, government officials are responding. As of 6 o'clock last night, Hyde County officials suspended that mandatory evacuation of Ocracoke Island for residents and property owners.
Yeah, the evacuation order for visitors still remains in effect, though. According to Hyde County officials, they expect to see heavy rainfall and isolated flash flooding, strong winds, extremely dangerous conditions for boaters, and rip currents. Cape Lookout National Seashore says it's continuing with its mandatory evacuation for the park. Also, students at UNC Wilmington must leave campus no later than noon today. However, no changes are planned for faculty and staff.
Hurricane Matthew is also forcing VA clinics to close. The Jacksonville community-based outpatient clinic, Wilmington Healthcare Center, and Brunswick County Outreach Clinic will all close at 4:30 this afternoon. Inland sites are set to operate on a normal schedule, though that, of course, could change depending on weather conditions. Also along our coast, people in Emerald Isle say they're waiting to see if they need to board up their homes. Yesterday, many started securing any property which could be damaged in Matthew's path. The majority of storm preps were at public boating access sites. Many residents lined up to get their boats out of the water, protecting them from the possible heavy rain and wind.
We're all still busy because we might lose work for a couple days or so, and then afterwards we gotta clean up all the debris, so you never know. You always got to prepare for the worst and expect or hope for the best.
The State Marine Fisheries is also asking fishermen to keep an eye on Matthew. They say to prepare and remove gear from the water, including crab pots and gill nets. Governor Pat McCrory is offering to help South Carolina as Matthew's track shifts south. McCrory says North Carolina will offer resources to Governor Nikki Haley as Matthew is set to hit the South Carolina coast this weekend. Already, South Carolinians are heeding evacuation orders in effect, boarding up their homes and shops, and heading in at least 100 miles.
And we will continue to watch the storm. I continue to ask the citizens of South Carolina to pray for each other and to continue to take care of your neighbors and make sure that we're watching out for everyone.
Governor Pat McCrory says North Carolina is still placing National Guardsmen and Highway Patrol troopers in place in the event that Matthew does turn.
Now, Hurricane Matthew's also switching up the high school football lineup. Many games have been moved from tomorrow to today in anticipation of the bad weather. We'll have those highlights tonight for you on your news at 11. Meanwhile, Pirate football plays Saturday in Tampa, while UNC, Duke, and NC State all still have home games. So far, those games are all set to go on as scheduled.